So here we are, a new chapter begins, new heroes will arise, new legends will be written. It is time to turn the page. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. The action has already started. He's on it, can he get away?
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
A probing pass. No luck with that dink over the top.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it?
Mbappe! Now, who's going to be first to this? He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
He's missed, but not by that far. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Xavi Alonso. Pass somewhat off target. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
Xavi Alonso, and here's Mbappe, threads one in, Neymar, too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
It's Neymar! Neymar! One of a type! He's brilliant! A finish right from the top draw! Arsenal take the lead! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Arsenal have taken the lead.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Some really good ball movement. Good read, needed to be. And he's quick to get it clear again. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Robertson is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score... Real chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And here's Azar. Opts to play it back. And it's Rijkaard. Goes back. Rijkaard. Passing nice and neat. Big chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Robertson. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Neymar. Oh, super ball. He's having a shot! And yes, it's there! And there's the goal they've been looking for. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Arsenal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap...
Shapes to shoot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Neymar actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
A header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Rijkaard. That's a good ball out wide. Searching pass he's played there.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Olise. Arsenal looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. He's a sharp little ball here. He can get that clear. And here's a chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Arsenal find a position of real strength now. Plays the return pass. Carvajal. And it's Robertson. Foot in. Ruben Dias with a definite fell there. Ruben Dias is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. And he gets rid in a hurry. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Arsenal absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Arsenal will be wanting more of the same in the second half then. Utterly dominant in the first period, and they're 3-0 up.
Everyone, please welcome to the field our players.
There's the start of the second half. Olise knocks it into space, and the shot! He's scored! It is no contest. It is a landslide. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Arsenal are having a ball here. Zanetti. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, that has not gone well. Now it's Mbappe. Goes looking wide. He's got away. And they're quick to get it back. And here's Azar. And the finish! And one more try! Ruben Diaz gets across and deals with it. Nicely weighted ball. It's out for a goal kick. DiMarco. And it's Xabi Alonso. And here's Neymar.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
DiMarco. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. That is good alertness. Bastoni. Rijkaard.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Now it's DiMarco. Mexico disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Mbappe is onto this. Mexico can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Olise going face-to-face with his great rival. Tries to thread one through.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Azar! Zanetti tries to play it through. Carvajal providing an outlet on that flank. There will be a throw-in. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Bastoni defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Olise receives it in a good... Olise! Fantastic from Olise! About as smooth as it gets. It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Now it's Mbappe. And here's the chance to counter. And it's Azar. Now that looks a decent ball. It's Alonso! And it's hit the woodwork and out! He has done it! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this. Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Ambrosini. Robertson. That's the throw. Neymar just eases him off the ball. Great vision. Hasebe. Robertson. And he's gone searching crossfield. And Carvajal. Zanetti receives it in a wide position. Now this could be a chance. Stood up well to him there. Into the last 5 minutes. And that's really well manoeuvred. This looks promising. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Xavi Alonso. Hazard, looking for the run. He's in a great position here. Chance for a shot! Looking to play him in. DiMarco picks it up now. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Ruben Dias attempts a clearance. Has a look and plays it forward.
This is the time you need that pace.
And here's Elise. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, that's fabulous. There's the header! Ambrosini. And it's Carvajal. And that is as far as it goes. Arsenal can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Mbappe just could not help himself, could he? 3 goals to his name. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
And a quick reminder
My thanks to
today,
Jim.
everybody,
We
to
both
make
wish you
sure
a
to
very
put
good
the
evening.
in the bins provided. Thank you for your cooperation.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Barcelona.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's away we go then. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them.
Mbappe! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Neymar! Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Messi. Messi charging forward, the ball at his feet. Chance for a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Neymar has it out wide and in space. Neymar made a good run there. Thuram is there and he can pick it up. And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Olise. Now it's Mbappe. Searching pass he's played there. Neymar chasing after it. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Great run on the overlap here. Olise, Bale with a definite foul there. And he has shown him a yellow card. That has not gone well. Beckenbauer, still goalless. Gets a good foot in there. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Messi. No way through. Now it's Mbappe. Vieira can see things others simply cannot. He's on it, can he get away? And this is Hazard. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And here's Olise. Beckenbauer. Now, can they get him away? Nicely weighted ball. It's a promising position, and he's managed to get free. Oh, such a clever touch. There's the shot! It's a loose ball. Olise, Maldini promptly onto that, and that is that. Hazard. Bastoni did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. It's an inviting looking ball that, and he was quick to react. Now it's Hazard. He's found a way through. He's in a real chance! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Arsenal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produce something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Now it's Mbappe. A probing pass. Schmeichel gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. So what can they make of this?
Arsenal can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Now it's Mbappe. Neymar tries to play it through. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And it's Marquez. Now that looks a decent ball. Neymar. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Pinches it off him. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Xavi Alonso gets a foot in here.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Xavi Alonso. White. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And we've reached half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another, and we know it's an awful long way back.
Arsenal have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. Here we go again then.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Beckenbauer knocks it into space. Oh, just skips past his man.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much.
Shot a goal! He has done it! They are right back in business.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And this is Hazard. Vieira. Now it's Olise. Neymar.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled.
It's Neymar!
We're in for an intriguing second half now, contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash.
He is through here. Oh, super ball. There's the shot. Rijkaard. Good ball, good take. It's a really well-measured ball. Neymar picks it up out wide. And he's gone backward here. Tries a shot! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Olise brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And here's Olise. Beckenbauer. And it's Vieira. That's Vieira. Bale. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Can he finish? He's done very well to get to that.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Neymar. This might spell danger. Beckenbauer. Marquez. Now, what about a counter-attack? That's good vision. And this is Neymar.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Hazard. And smartly reclaimed. And here's Neymar. Xavi Alonso. Olise. Great defending, strong and determined. Vieira. And he has been fouled there. Now it's Bale. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Olise. And that is as far as they're going to go. Little pass back. Messi. And the shot! Goal! Barcelona! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 25.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Rijkaard kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Substitutions taking place.
Now it's Messi. He has found the way through. Ball takes a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Ball's gone out of play. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. He's through here. Oh, that's been cut out. Well played. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Olise. And a chance! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Well, I think they can breathe a massive sigh of relief then. Such a let-off.
Messi is sharing after that one. Now it's Messi. Played out to the right. He's shifting through the gears here. Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. And it's Gattuso. Neymar gets into a good position. Bellingham. Rijkaard. Great vision. Good read, needed to be. Steaming on goalwards. Bellingham. The final seconds now. Looking for options for movement. That is good alertness. And that will be the final act. Arsenal did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made even more painful by the way it came to pass.
Hello everybody, and
How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Arsenal just may have felt a little extra pressure in front of their own fans that caused a nervousness and tension.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Manchester United.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And that gets things running. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
Baresi. Albert Ferrer. And Marquinhos. And it's Rijkaard. Van de Ven. Rijkaard. This looks promising. Pinches it off him. Ruben Dias producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And here's Mbappe. Shoots! Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
That has ended up in no man's land. Little pass back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Passes short and sharp. He's in a great position here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Marquinhos. Now it's Matheus Cunha. And they're not going to make any further progress now. No goals as yet. Passing is crisp and sharp. Neymar. Roberto Carlos calmly anticipates. Matheus Cunha. And the counter is on. Not the most accurate pass. Costa Curta deals with that comfortably. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now it's Lukaku. Neymar.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Always onto this. He is through here. And it's Xavi Alonso. Now it's Lukaku. White. Xavi Alonso. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Neymar. And he has been fouled there. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
He's shaping up to have a crack from here.
It's a very good position, this, and the right distance too.
Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Pass somewhat off target. And that is as far as they're going to go. Now this could be a chance.
And the shot! That is some save from Khan!
And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Neymar actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Arsenal with the corner, they're first.
Neymar!
It's run loose, who's going to get there? Searching pass he's played there. Played back to the goalkeeper. Ruben Dias is very much of the none-shall-pass school of defending. Now it's Lukaku. Ruben Dias cuts it out. Rijkaard. Oh, Red, nice interception. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And back it goes.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Good ball, good take. Olise! Oh, it's come off the upright. Xavi Alonso. And it's Neymar. Oh, no joy this time. Oh, can he get onto this? Ruben Dias makes the interception. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Olise. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Olise. Matheus Cunha. That's been slipped through. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
There will be 1 minute added time.
We are into overtime. Passing nice and neat. And he's had a hit! A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. Arsenal got as close can be, right on the whistle, but it was not to be.
Just a quick announcement.
So there was the first half.
Arsenal really did turn up the tempo at the end of the half, and while they'll be disappointed not to have broken through, obviously, the chances will come, provided they can keep producing good spells. It's been a half with significantly more positives than negatives, I feel.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Arsenal clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
And it's Rijkaard. And that has been knocked clear. Taken back almost at once. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
And he cuts out the supply. That is good alertness. Lukaku, well, that has not gone well. Rijkaard. Now it's Olise. Looking to play him in. Brilliantly cut out. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Olise really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Now it's Lukaku. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball. This is the time you need that pace.
Looking for a runner. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Well timed, excellent interception. Neymar tries to pass it through. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
That has been cut short. Now he's got space here, and it's been played through. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
White promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Mbappe. Neatly clipped into space.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Olise is always playing.
Goes for a shot!
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Nice looking ball. Khan gets his hands on it and the danger is averted.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Shapes to shoot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 2 then.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 25, Xabi Alonso, number 13, Ruben Diaz, number 4, Alessandro Bastoni, number 7, Neymar.
And he's gone looking for safety.
Hazard, coming on the field,
And it's Rijkaard.
number 10, Conte, number 2,
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
number 8, Bellingham, number 24, De Bruyne.
Matheus Cunha is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Knocks it out wide. Gabriel cuts out the pass. Now it's Mbappe. Caresses it through. Beraldo can get it clear. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, what a ball!
Can he finish? He has done it! And that could well be the winner!
What a time to take the lead, but now comes the dilemma of whether you ought to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Can he get on the end of this?
Great chance!
Well, now it's a race for the ball. It's a promising position. White puts the ball in. Conte. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Mbappe picking up the match. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And we're underway. Free-flowing, fluid, flexible, just some of the words that describe the genius that is Ruud Gullit, a player whose impact on the game remains so profound, so relevant today.
Yeah, you could almost say he was the very first all-action, all-athletic number 10. All those marauding runs from deep, going box to box, these weren't the sort of things expected from a playmaker back in his day.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Arsenal finding their passes. Azar, now he's got space here. Oh, good-looking ball. That's been cut out, well played. And this is Van Basten. Neymar. And it's White. Now Ruben Diaz. Bastoni. Now Costa Curta. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Olise. Arsenal have got it back and they'll have another go. Olise. Now can he finish? Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Ruben Diaz. Bastoni. Arsenal looking to pass their way through. Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, played right into his path. Oh, that's fabulous.
Van Basten really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Mbappe. Still goalless. Vieira. And this is Van Basten. And it's Azar. That has been cut short. Gullit might just make this. Azar. He's on it. Can he get away? Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And he's in on goal. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, that has not gone well. Thinks about the shot. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Milan trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game because you try and absorb in numbers defensively and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Now it's Mbappe. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Plays a sharp little ball here. Bastoni cuts it out. Now it's Olise. Oh, what has happened here? And he's gone long. And they can counter here. Looking for options for movement. White promptly onto that, and that is that. Passing is crisp and sharp. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Costa Curta. And it's Rijkaard. Xavi Alonso. Gullit.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Not the most accurate pass. Xavi Alonso. Beckenbauer. Ambitious ball here. That's good vision.
Takes a shot! What a wonderful goal!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too, and sets up a decent chance to go on and finish this game to their liking now.
Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look... And that'll be the last act of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And the action is back on the way.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Xavi Alonso. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really...
Can he finish?
Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Very speculative, with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Now it's Van Basten. That's a delicate pass. Lovely, now then.
Great chance!
And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Cleared away. And it's Bergomi. Cruyff. Gets a good foot in there. Delivers with whip.
And yes, it's there! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Little pass back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Gullit proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Well, it's not a surprise.
Gullit gets through on his own. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Gullit. And that's a good ball. And he's gone looking for safety.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 15, numero 19, numero 17. Lasciano il campo per il numero 18.
He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Aimed beyond the defence.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Neymar. Now it's Mbappe.
Mbappe!
It's loose now and they want to get it back. Thuram gets rid without sophistication.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Rijkaard. Mbappe. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Mbappe proves just a little bit too strong. So what can they make of this? Floated through. And this is Bale. He is through here. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Arsenal can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Now it's Bale. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And this is Bale. Neymar for Olise. Turns back here, probably the best option. And it's Hazard. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That's beautifully weighted. And this is Bale. He's got away. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Hazard. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that's a key interception. And he was quick to react. Ronaldinho. Bergomi has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Ronaldinho looking to run onto it.
Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality.
Xavi Alonso. And that is masterful defending. It's their second corner of the game. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that will make them suffer. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim? Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. The San Siro, for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history.
We have already started here.
It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
Well, what I like about this system, Peter, is the way in which both central midfielders have to work in tandem. If one opts to go forward, the other sits, and when one moves either side to snuff out an attack, the other will hold the central ground. Communication is obviously vital.
Mbappe! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Nicely weighted ball. Bastoni cuts out the pass. And here's Elise, looking for a runner.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Well, there are plenty who consider Marco van Basten to be the very epitome of excellence, and it's hard to argue with that, Jim, isn't it?
Certainly is. Everything he did was pretty much perfect. His positioning, his movement with and without the ball, the ability to receive it and turn away from defenders. And don't get me started about his finishing.
For sure, a name to strike fear into the hearts of goalkeepers everywhere. And that's the keeper's ball.
Oh, they can break here.
Played into space. Neatly clipped into space.
Elise really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Shot, surely!
Oh, another save.
Mbappe really must be thinking what more he could have done there. It's another inspired save.
Passing nice and neat. It's a promising position. Can he get on the end of this? Modric. Now it's Rafael Leao. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Passes coming off in quick succession here. White gets into a good position. Olise.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
White. Xavi Alonso. Now then, the ball's come loose. Now it's Rafael Leao. Now it's Rafael Leao. Floated through. And he cuts out the supply. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Xavi Alonso. Well timed, excellent interception. Hernandez.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Neymar. Olise has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight.
Climbs up big!
Harmlessly behind. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those...
Chance for a shot! Goal! Arsenal!
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Modric. And this is Van Basten in with the challenge.
Arsenal can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
White is one whose deliveries we all know about. Can he get onto this? Now it's Neymar. And it's Neymar. Big header! He will be livid with himself. Arsenal leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. 1-0 the score. Van Basten, that's been slipped through. Has a shot!
And he has kicked it out somehow.
Loftus-Cheek really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
This possibly the last play of the half. And it's hoisted clear. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. Reflections on the first half?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risky.
Oh, what has happened here? He's one-on-one! It's Van Basten! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Van Basten clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
It's their second corner of the game. Can he finish? Cleared without complication. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Bayer breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Olise. Neymar. And here's Olise. Oh, that's a decent chance! He's scored! And this is getting better and better. Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Arsenal are doing very nicely, thank you.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
And they're quick to get it back. It's a pretty loose pass.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated? Neymar really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Van Basten! In for the pieces! So, third corner of the game. And he's there to clear it. And now they can spring out of defence. That's a nicely shaped ball. He has found the way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Now it's Mbappe. Nice interception, well timed. Kaka. And that has put paid to that. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Loftus-Cheek.
Arsenal have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Fofana. Modric. It's Fofana. And it's Kaka. Kaka. Well, that is one way to stop him. Kaka has got himself a free kick. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Sostituzione per il Milan.
Milan with a free kick then.
Modric.
A real chance then to ease this.
Van Basten!
He's missed, but not by that far.
Van Basten certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Beckenbauer spots it and intercepts. Arsenal finding their passes. That has been cut short. Costa Curta. Rijkaard. Now it's Van Basten. Kante wins the duel this time. Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day.
Some inspired work that. It's good that someone knew exactly what they were doing.
Opts for safety. He's given it away. He's found a way through. Conte.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Loftus-Cheek. Tries to dink it through. Quality ball. Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. Conte, a picture of focus and alertness. Fofana is wide and looking to get onto this. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Rijkaard. Now it's Mbappe. Can he get it through? And that's a...
Can he finish? Yes!
Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 22.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Numero 19.
Arsenal find a position of real strength now.
Il numero 10. Il numero 18.
Oh, terrible pass.
Il numero 20. Il numero 15.
Loftus-Cheek. Rui Costa. Massaro. Rabiot. And this is Rabiot. Time is desperately short now, but it is a corner.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
He gets big. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Nesta picks it up from the goal kick. Looking to play him in. Rui Costa has it in a wide position.
Oh, what a climb!
He arrived on cue, but fluffed his line. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Gabriel. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Takes a shot!
A whisker away from making it 4.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
And that is that. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did...